Hey Pirates, welcome back to Encore TV. Today we have a special segment for you called Minute Madness with Mr. T. Mr. T will have to explain the history of Halloween in under a minute. If he goes over a minute, he will have to drop down and start doing push-ups for every second that he goes over.
So the history of Halloween can be traced back about 2,000 years or so. Most historians can agree that the origin begins with the Celtic people of Ireland. Now these people, they were pagans, so they believed in many gods of nature, right? Sun god, earth god, water god, things like that. And just like many people during this time, farming is a concern. You know, how much you're going to harvest is a concern. So the last day of the harvest on November 1st was a holiday for the Celtic people known as Samhain. Now on Samhain, this was seen as the end of summer, or the first half of the darkest part of the year. People would the Celtic people believed that on this day, the night that the earth, the earth world, people in the living world and people in the death realm would kind of come together just for one night only, and anybody who died during that previous year would be able to roam the earth. And the Celtic people were afraid of that. The Celtic people were afraid of evil spirits. So, where am I going with this again? Celtic people are afraid of the evil spirits, so they would set out parts of their harvest for the evil spirits, and that's kind of the origin of trick-or-treating, really. But now if you fast forward a few hundred years, Emperor Constantine, he was originally a pagan as well, but he converted to Christianity, and he made Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire. And a couple hundred years after that, even though many people in Europe are converting to Christianity, people still have those deeply ingrained pagan roots and customs and traditions. So, the Catholic Church is very unhappy about that. So, to kind of accommodate the people and eradicate the holidays at the same time, they created their own holiday called All Saints' Day on November 1st. Did I get a breather?
Yeah.
On November 1st, known as All Saints' Day, also called Hallowmas. Hallowmas meaning the Mass of the Hallows, or Hallows meaning saints. So the Mass of the Saints. That was on November 1st. The day before, October 31st, it's All Hallows Eve, right? The evening, the day before. Hallow meaning saint again. So Halloween, eventually over time, that word became known as Halloween. Over time, in about the 16th century, people, they maintained their traditions and customs of setting out harvests, setting out pumpkins with crazy faces in them to ward off evil spirits. And by the 18th and 19th century, as more people were immigrating to the United States, they were bringing these customs with them. So about in the 1930s, Halloween was a very mischievous holiday. If you were outside at night, you were probably dressed up in a disguise with a mask, wreaking havoc on the town. And eventually, people started just giving these people treats and candy in exchange for, well, zero pranks. And that is how we got the phrase trick-or-treating from the 1930s. And that is really the agreed-upon origins and history of Halloween.
Okay, continue.
I thought I would finish pretty quickly, but I didn't. When you said drop down, I was like, oh my God, I'm not even halfway through what I was gonna say. So it was ended up being harder than I expected. That was definitely doing the push-ups and trying to get my sentences together and trying to speak coherently while focusing on doing the push-ups. That was the hardest part. Now, if I was just sitting here, I would have given a very eloquent speech, but as you saw on the floor, it wasn't like that.